Thanks for a great first week last week. And even though it's raining out today, we are ready to start our next session. This week, we're looking at a website called FlipGrid. So if you read our explanation in this week's Google Classroom, you'll see an example of how we use this with a Spanish teacher here at our school. So I'm at FlipGrid.com. You'll see I have the opportunity to enter a flip code. And I'll just explain more about that in a few seconds. But anyway, that's where students would be able to actually enter a code to work on the assignment. So let's look at how you set up a FlipGrid and create an assignment for students to work on. First thing is you'll hit the educator login button. It will give you an opportunity to log in with your Google account. So I'll click login with Google. It should ask me which Google account I want to use here in just a second. And I want to use my Stafford Schools account. Now I'm on my main activity page, which shows all the grids that I have. So in this one, I just have one called Spanish Test, which is down here. You'll see I have the total number of seconds that were spent on engagement time. In other words, how much time has been spent by anyone using my FlipGrid that I've created or watching or creating. So that gives you a real quick data, real quick number that lets you kind of see how your FlipGrids are being used. So let's walk through the process of creating a FlipGrid. I'm going to hit New Grid. As soon as I hit that, it comes up and asks me to build a grid. Just so you know, with the free account, you can only build one grid, but you can have multiple accounts or multiple topics within that grid. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this. This is for a classroom assignment, build my grid. All right, and it immediately gives me a code. So at this point, I could actually just give the kids or the students the topic verbally. So I might say, hey guys, I want you to go in and record your reaction to the poem that we read today. And all they would need is to go to flipgrid.com and type in this code, and they'd be ready to go. But I want to show you guys a little bit about how to customize this grid. Okay. So the first thing you'll notice is it takes me back to my main screen. Here's my FlipGrid I just created called Class Intros. You'll notice it named it for me. I'm going to go to the right side now here, and I'm going to work on editing this FlipGrid. So I don't want the title Class Intros. I want reaction to poem. The date I can set, how long I want them to be able to record their reaction for. So maybe I'm really interested in something very succinct and I only want to give them a certain amount of time. I can go in and set that for 15 seconds. Otherwise, 1 minute and 30 is pretty much the standard. The other ones you'll see are grayed out because, again, those are under the paid account. We're using the free account. So 1 minute, 30 seconds is great for this. To be honest, if you do much longer than that, times the number of students you have, it's going to take a while to read through or listen through the grids. Response moderation. If I turn this on, again, that means that the grids or the FlipGrids that students record in response will not be viewable by anyone except for you. So if you're doing something where you're not really looking for students to collaborate and comment on each other's FlipGrid, it's just you asking the kids a question and you want their response back, then you would go ahead and turn that on. Down here, I will go ahead and put whatever my topic is. So respond to the poem we read in class today. And of course, I'd probably have a little bit more than that, specifically what I'm looking for. Scroll down. I want my grid to be active. I can set the dates that I want that to be launched on. I want it to launch today, and I don't care about when it freezes. You could set that, though, so that the grid would actually close on a certain date. Resources. If there are things you want to add to your FlipGrid, video resources, attachments. Maybe you're taking them to a document that you need them to access first. Maybe there's a video of you telling them what to do. All those would fall under this topic resources section and this topic attachment area. Response features. So if you don't have this open for moderation and you want the students to be able to see each other's FlipGrid and respond to them, then you can set how you want them to be able to respond. You can let them use stickers and drawings, stickers only, drawings only, or none. You can let them use little emojis, likes, and you'll see there's other options over here as far as anything else you want turned on with the FlipGrids. All right, and then feedback. In this free version of FlipGrid, you only have the basic feedback, which lets you just score students on performance and ideas. There is a custom feedback, which lets you build a small rubric that you can then push out to actually be able to score the FlipGrids. Now I'm going to hit my update topic, which will save everything that I just did. At this point, you're ready to share that flip code with students, and they can go in and start recording their FlipGrids. Now, we do have a FlipGrid for our own class that we're going to post into Google Classroom, so that way we all get a chance to try it this week. So I will see you guys online as you work through the FlipGrids. Have a great week, everyone.